Hey, how's it going? This is Joe and Tell. Right now I'm about to do a quick unboxing and initial impressions of these Anker, also known as Soundcore Liberty 2 Pros. And so my dude over there, he goes by El Jefe. He's the expert when it comes to this stuff. I always ask him for advice. So make sure to check out his video. I'll leave a link down below to his video. But I was very curious. They asked me if I wanted to check these out. And typically I say no because I get too much stuff. But because El Jefe said that these are pretty awesome, I figured, yeah, you know, send them and I'll check them out real quick. I don't really have too much time to do a ton of, B-roll on this. So I'm going to just do an initial impressions, unboxing, and let's see how these sound. All right, so here's the box. In-ear studio performance, and they claim 32-hour playtime, wireless charging, Bluetooth, of course, with Qualcomm aptX. And on the side here it says, recommended by 10 Grammy-winning audio producers. All right, well, that must mean they're awesome. All right, so this thing has something cool. It's called HearID, where basically it tests your hearing and adjusts based on your hearing. So I remember I saw those on some other headphones that somebody let me borrow, but I'm gonna see how that compares to those. So this does use a balanced armature and a dynamic driver, which is a little different from some of the other ones. And yeah, crystal clear calls. I mainly use these Airpods Pro because I like them for making calls. So I'm hoping that these have pretty decent call quality. That's the problem I had with my Sonys. All right, so this is the box. Pretty cool unboxing experience, right? So it shows you balanced armature and dynamic driver, and that's how it looks. Very cool graphics. And there it is. That's what we're looking at here. So let's go ahead and open this up. All right, this is a nice unboxing experience. Here's this. Now, size comparison wise, just straight up, this is much larger as far as the case. It's much larger than the AirPods Pro. Put those aside for a second just to show you here. So there's that one, and there are the AirPods Pro. Right. So there's that. Let's see what this is here. But these are USB-C. Thank you very much. Instead of Lightning, I'm happy because I have lots of USB-C stuff. So to open, you just pull it up that way. It's kind of a cool way to open it. Not too big, not too small, a little bit big. I don't know. We'll have to see how that all works. And then here are the earbuds themselves. All right. A little nice accent in there. Here, let me show you a quick close-up. So that's how they look without any earwax on them. Have the little Louboutin red on the inside. What's up? All right, a button there on the side, and then you can see the microphone and the pins to allow it to charge. Yeah, overall, let's see size comparison wise to AirPods Pro, because right now those are my go-tos. So yeah, not bad. Not bad. What's in the box? Right, so if we look under here, we see a USB-C charging cable and instruction manuals, and whoa, look at that. A bunch of different tips and some wing tips to keep them in your ears, different sizes. So that'll be cool. Try to find which one works the best for me, but that's what we're looking at right there. I also should mention that this is a kind of a cool texture on this box. It's kind of like, there's some texture to it. I don't know if you can tell. Cool. So let's try them out and see what happens. One thing I did notice is that these are magnetic and they actually stick to each other. All right, kind of interesting. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw them in the case and see if I can figure this out. Oh, okay, so they just go with a pin side down. That was easy. Slide to close, kind of satisfying. Kind of reminds me of that old flip phone. If you remember the old Nokia from the Matrix. That's what it reminds me of. All right, and then it has some indicators here to let me know how much battery. So it's 2 out of 3. Close it, lets me know it's closed. All right, we'll see what happens. All right, so I have a phone here, and I'm gonna try to see how easy it is to pair this up. I'm not gonna read the instructions, I'm just gonna go for it. Let's see here. Go to the Bluetooth settings. There's a button back here, so I assume you just press and hold this button. All right, so cool. I press the button. Now I see Soundcore Liberty 2 Pro. I'm gonna press that. Connecting, sure, allow, pair, yes, and I think I'm set up already. Let me go ahead and play some music. Got Tidal on here? All right. I'm assuming there's also an app to enhance this because it has that HearID function, but I'm not gonna do that yet. I'm just gonna type in a song here. Money Trees. Boom. And then see what happens. Throw these on. See how easy it is to get in here, right? What am I doing? Okay. Throw this one in. How they look? Some pretty decent isolation.
Is the perfect place for shading. That's just how I feel.
All right, so straight up right now I can tell you a few things compared to my AirPods Pro. These get way louder, way more bass. They do seal your ears, so it sounds like you have, your fingers in there. Kind of, if that's uncomfortable to you, then you might not like these, but it does feel like that, as opposed to the other ones have like a vent, so that it feels like there's no pressure. These, you kind of feel like you have earbuds in. But sound-wise, a lot more bass, which I like. I'm kind of curious to see what it sounds like with the HearID technology. I know that the AirPods do something different when you take them on, when you put them on and take them off. And I feel like, I'm not sure if these are doing that. All right, agree. I don't want to do that. Headphones, Liberty 2 Pros, that's what I got. Allow. All right, so, okay, all right. So shows the firmware. Are there any updates to the firmware? Nope, I'm up to date, good. Equalizer, cool. So here, okay, so HearID maps your personal hearing sensitivity at multiple frequencies and analyzes the results. It then tailors the EQ setting and creates a personalized sound profile for you. The HearID test takes approximately 3 minutes to complete. Let's go. Fast forward. Okay. Hold the button when you can hear the sound. Release the button when you stop hearing the sound. Okay. All right, so that's done. It's showing, okay. All right, play music to hear the difference. All right. Let's do it. All right, so what I notice is with the HearID on, it does give me a little bit more clarity because it did boost the mid-range and the treble slightly. So let me check out some of their other profiles here. I can set that manually. Okay. Professional. All right, so I'm switching between professional. Let's see here. Oh, different. Oh, that's pretty cool. Different producers kind of tweaked it to their settings. All right. Okay. All right, so that's kind of an interesting feature there, just because as it's just told me, all of us have different hearing. So I'm pretty sure I don't have the same hearing as these other guys, but pretty cool concept, you guys. I get it from a advertising and marketing standpoint. Controller, okay, so this is where you can control what each thing does. Double tap, previous, next. Okay, so that all works. I noticed that there's nothing for volume here. Yeah, I had to set the volume here, which is the same with the AirPods Pro, so that's not a big deal. Sound-wise though, I think these sound better. So quick update, I did notice in the app settings under controller, you are able to change what the buttons do, and one of the options here is to change the volume. So, correction, I'm just trying this out, I'm still learning it. These are $149 right now. They don't have noise canceling and they don't have that transparency mode. All right, so I was just testing this track out, The Way You Look Tonight by Frank Sinatra. I am very familiar with that song and the sound of his voice, and I noticed that with HearID, it did get a little bit sibilant, and it went away when I turned that off. So experiment and see if you like that better on or off. But overall, I mean, I think these sound pretty good. Testing out some different types of music here, testing out Soundstage, so Soundstage sounds good. They sound like good in-ear monitors. Dope bass on here. Enjoyable, right? Enjoyable. So the last thing to do is just to test the call quality, and that'll be it for today's review.
Okay, yeah, it's going through these. All right, so if I were to call you with this, how would you perceive this sounding? Is it good enough? You know, I think the reason I bought the AirPods Pro was just
mainly to make calls, and it does a great job of canceling the noise
inside the room. Right now it's pretty quiet in here, but I'm kind of curious. Does this sound decent enough to you? I had the Sony
H1000 XM3s, the headphones, and I really liked them, but the call quality wasn't very good.
How about these? Are these okay? If they are, then I'd gladly use these. They feel pretty comfortable in my ears. Let's see. You guys tell me. All right, so I just checked that app that I was using, and it looked like it was recording audio at 8 kilohertz, so that's not a great resolution. And right now, a lot of people are doing video conferencing because we're required to stay home. So maybe you could use something like this. This might be helpful for two reasons. First of all, there's a microphone, and it's closer to your mouth than a typical webcam. But also because you're wearing headphones, you're not hearing any feedback, and so it doesn't have to use some of that technology that it used to reduce cancellations of reduce echoes, things like that. And so this might be useful if you're doing conferencing at home. That's one of the main reasons I wanted to check these out, is because I know a lot of people have to do this sort of thing. So how does this sound if I were to just use these headphones? Okay, so last test is with these AirPods Pro. This is the mic, so you can, yeah, it's coming from here. How does this sound in comparison with the Soundcore and with the internal microphone here on the MacBook Pro? So let me know if this sounds better. All right, so this is a test of a Zoom call, and I am using these. You can tell here. Yeah. And so one thing that I was thinking about is it's also handy that these are wireless, maybe not because it's just better sounding, but also because you can actually walk around. So a lot of times you'll be in a long group call, and you may want to just walk to the kitchen and go do something. With these, you don't have to be tied to your computer. You can still hear what's going on. And yeah, that might be one use case for these. The other thing is I just tried these on the wireless charger that I have here, and it does work. It's showing that it is charging. But the size of this is not that small in the pocket. It does look kind of funny compared to the AirPods. I'll show you guys here. So this is the Soundcore. Get some light over here. Right? There's the AirPods Pro. Yeah, you're a little bit better there. All right.
All right, so this is just one more quick test, and I'm using the built-in microphones on my MacBook Pro. This is not the newest MacBook Pro, but generally speaking, the microphones on here are usually pretty good. So this might be an improvement over what you're hearing with those, because those are mainly used for, for calls. So I'm assuming this might sound actually a little bit better, but there are others with microphones built into their laptops that aren't as good. So you guys tell me. So anyway, that's my quick review, my quick unboxing and initial impressions review of the Soundcore Liberty, let me get this right, the Soundcore Liberty 2 Pro. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, subscribe, ring the bell to be notified when I upload new videos, and I'll give you guys an update. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer them. Anyway, take care. Bye-bye.